She Who Awakens by Alina Chamberlain, Part 8. The Practices Makes Everything Perfect. Level 8. Creative Manifestation. The author's handwriting. We now ascend to Level 8, a pivotal phase where we learn to direct our accumulated internal energy outward. If the previous levels were about cleansing and filling your inhalation, then creativity is your exhalation into the world. In this context, creation is understood broadly. It is not limited to classical art, but encompasses how you organize your space, solve problems, and communicate. When we create from a state of flow, we experience a profound satisfaction that is the highest form of life's orgasmicness. We transition from being performers of a routine to becoming authors of our reality. By adding a personal touch to simple tasks, you signal to your core, I am here, and I do this in my own unique way. Step 29. Creativity in the everyday. Your life is a vast canvas, and every decision you make is a brushstroke. Creativity begins exactly where automation ends. Today, we seek the spark of creation in the most mundane things. Allow yourself to be seen through your choice of color, shape, or scent. Construct your world with a lover's eye for detail, and watch how reality responds to your touch. The practice, the author's handwriting. To break habitual patterns and awaken a sense of playfulness and agency in the physical body. Choose one routine, domestic or professional action today, and infuse it with an element of personal creativity. Break the template of how it is usually done. Combine clothing items in a way you've never tried before, or add a signature accessory that feels like you. Rearrange the items on your desk or a shelf to create a new visual rhythm that delights your eye. Culinary. Garnish a simple meal as if you were serving it in an exquisite restaurant. Question for self-reflection. What sensation arose in my body when I stepped away from the standard way of doing things? Did I feel a surge of playfulness or a subtle excitement in my abdomen from being the author of this moment? The ritual of the day, the creator's gaze. Pause for a full minute and look at your immediate surroundings as if seeing them for the very first time. Observe the textures, the light, and the arrangement. Ask yourself, how could I make this space even more mine? You don't necessarily need to move anything physically. Simply allow the impulse of creative potential to stir within your chest and belly. Feel the spark of an idea before it even takes form. The sensory anchor, the spark of creation. The red anchor today serves as a pattern interrupt. Every time you see the color red, ask yourself, am I repeating a stale habit right now, or am I creating? If you feel a sense of boredom or mechanical heaviness, add a tiny drop of your own style or a different rhythm to what you are currently doing. By claiming authorship over the small details of your day, you have begun to radiate your internal light into the external world. You are learning that creativity is not a talent, but a state of being. Tomorrow, we move from visual and environmental creativity to the power of voice and word. Before we proceed, consider how you most naturally express your creative essence today, visually, through order, cozy aesthetics, personal style, or photography. Verbally, through storytelling, beautiful messages, humor, or deep conversation. Atmospherically, through the curation of mood, music, and scents. Which of these avenues feels closest to your heart? Record your choice, and we will use it to ignite your vocal power tomorrow. Write down your notes, self-reflection, and anchor. Step 30. Building the sanctuary of the soul. Visual creation is more than just decoration. It is a powerful way to declare your presence to the world through harmony and beauty. When you organize and refine the space around you, you are simultaneously organizing and refining your internal states. Your inner advocate reminds you that creating hygge, or aesthetic comfort, is not a domestic chore. It is a creative act that nourishes your body and grants it a visceral sense of joy. When your eyes perceive a beauty that you designed, your abdomen relaxes, and your energy flows without obstruction. We treat your environment as a temple of your own making, where you serve as the head curator of your pleasure. The message of the day. Your space is an external manifestation of your soul. Every object you choose to keep or remove, every line of furniture, and every pool of light shapes your personal reality. Today, you are not merely tidying, you are constructing a sanctuary for your delight. Create boldly, for you are the primary architect of your life's aesthetic. When your surroundings reflect your essence, your body finally feels at home. The practice, the island of visual peace. To experience the immediate neurological shift from clutter stress to aesthetic calm by exercising your power of choice over your environment. Identify one small area in your home, a bedside table, a section of your desk, or a bathroom shelf. Clear it completely. Then, recreate this space from scratch, placing only items there that spark genuine aesthetic delight or a sense of deep peace. Treat this island as a sacred focal point for your gaze. Question for self-reflection. What physical sensation arises in my body when I look at this island I have created? Do I feel an impulse to expand this harmony further into the room? Or do I simply want to be still and absorb the visual quiet? The ritual of the day, the gaze of love. Stand before your newly created island of peace. Take a deep, slow breath into your belly. Imagine that your eyes are like soft projectors, filling this space with warmth and golden light. Acknowledge your agency by saying to yourself, I have the power to create beauty out of nothing. This harmony is a reflection of my inner strength. Feel the satisfaction of this creation settling into your pelvic center. The sensory anchor, the visual filter. The red anchor today serves as an aesthetic audit. Every time you see the color red, stop and scan your immediate field of vision. Ask yourself, what in my sight right now brings me joy, and what is creating visual noise? If something feels discordant or cluttered, simply move it out of sight or drape it with a beautiful cloth. Prioritize your visual peace. By curating your visual field, you have moved from being a passive inhabitant of a space to its creative sovereign. You are teaching your nervous system that you have the power to transform chaos into sanctuary. To deepen this exploration, we must find your specific balance between minimalism, the clarity of empty space, and accents, the inspiration of meaningful detail. Which of these focuses speaks most to your current need for energy? The art of focus, how to choose that one source object, a painting, a crystal, a flower, that breathes life into a room without cluttering it. The geometry of clarity, how to arrange your furniture and belongings to ensure there is air between them, giving your mind the freedom to breathe. The color accent, how to use a single strategic color in your interior to instantly shift your mood and raise your vibrational frequency. Choose the focal point that resonates with your body today and record it in your journal. Write down your notes, self-reflection, and anchor. Part 8, Step 31, The Alchemy of Sound. Words are far more than mere sounds or symbols on a screen. They are specific frequencies that physically alter the structure of the water and cells within your body. Every time you speak, you are literally programming the energetic field around you. Your inner advocate reminds you that your speech is a creative tool that either expands your energy or constricts it. When you speak with intention, you move from passive reaction to active manifestation. We explore how your voice can become a source of sovereign power and visceral pleasure, turning your daily communication into a sacred act of world building. The message of the day. Your word is a magical act. Every phrase is a seed planted into the fertile soil of your reality. Today, we learn to sound from the center of your power, your deep abdomen. Allow your voice to carry its true weight, and your words to remain impeccably honest. Your speech has the power to heal, to inspire, and to call forth entire worlds into being. Speak as if you are weaving the fabric of your future. The practice, the tuning fork word, to experience the physical resonance of language and its ability to shift the body's emotional baseline through sound. Choose one power word today that resonates with the state you wish to embody, e.g., radiance, flow, ease, or ecstasy. Throughout the day, find moments to speak this word aloud. Do not just say it, feel it. Notice how the sound vibrates in your chest and echoes in your soft belly. Observe how the atmosphere in the room seems to shift when you saturate it with this specific meaning. Question for self-reflection. Where in my body do I feel the strongest echo when I speak my power word? Does my voice become deeper and more resonant when I speak from a place of creative intent rather than habitual chatter? The ritual of the day. The declaration of presence. Each morning or before a significant task, stand tall and speak this declaration into the air. I am here. I create this day with my breath and my words. Feel how this short, potent phrase gathers your scattered energy into a single, focused stream of light. It is an invitation for the universe to witness your authorship over the coming hours. The sensory anchor, the speech filter. The red anchor today serves as an auditory monitor. Every time you see the color red, pause and observe the last thing you said, or even the last thing you thought. Ask yourself, does this word build my joy, or does it tear it down? If you catch a destructive phrase, do not judge it. Simply replace it with a supportive, creative alternative. By honoring the power of your voice, you have claimed your role as a conscious co-creator of your life. You are learning that to speak is to manifest. To finalize level 8, we must decide which facet of the word requires your creative attention tomorrow. Which of these areas speaks most to your heart right now? The internal dialogue, refining how you speak to yourself behind closed doors to permanently shift your internal state. External declaration, mastering how you voice your desires and boundaries to others, shaping your social reality. Written creation, harnessing the power of texts, letters, and journals to architect your future. Record your choice in your journal. Write down your notes, self-reflection, and anchor. Step 32. Written magic and the aesthetics of meaning. Today, we reach the culmination of level 8 by merging the power of the word with your passion for visual harmony. This practice, written magic, is designed to transition your desires from the ethereal world of ideas into the tangible, physical realm. Writing by hand is a neurobiological act of creation. When you commit a thought to paper with intentional beauty, focusing on the flow of your pen and the space on the page, your brain perceives it as a completed creative act. This realization triggers a release of dopamine and a profound softening of the abdomen. You are no longer merely functioning, you are constructing your reality, one beautiful stroke at a time. The message of the day: your handwriting is a unique dance of your hand across the paper. Today, we marry the power of your word with the beauty of your vision. When you write with intention, you are not simply recording information, you are creating an artifact of your own power. Allow your letters to flow as freely as your energy. Every word you scribe is a physical manifestation of your soul's intent. The practice, the manifesto of beauty, to experience the grounding effect of materializing an internal thought into an aesthetically pleasing physical form. Take a clean sheet of paper, preferably unlined to allow for air and freedom, and your favorite pen. Choose one phrase that deeply inspires you right now. Write it slowly and with maximal beauty, paying attention to the curves of the letters and the elegance of the spacing. Focus on the visual rhythm of the ink as it meets the paper. Question for self-reflection. How did my internal state shift as I focused on the beauty of the script rather than just the content? Did I feel that mental clarity we discussed earlier as the white space opened up around my chosen words? The ritual of the day. The animating touch. Once you have finished writing, place the palm of your hand or your fingertips lightly over the words. Feel the texture of the paper and the faint raised trace of the ink. Close your eyes and visualize your energy flowing through your arm, into the paper, and out into the world through these words. Silently affirm, I create my reality with every action, every word, and every stroke of my hand. Feel the weight of this creative sovereignty in your center. The sensory anchor, the aesthetic audit. The red anchor today serves as a mindfulness trigger. Every time you see the color red, pause and ask yourself, am I creating something beautiful right now, even if only in my thoughts? Or am I merely functioning? If you find yourself in autopilot mode, take a deep breath and mentally redraw the current moment with more grace and intentionality. By treating your writing as an act of art, you have anchored your creative energy in the physical world. You have completed level 8, proving that you are the primary decorator and author of your life. The path forward. As we prepare for the transition to level 9 tomorrow, choose one visual symbol that best represents your current state of being. A blank white sheet, representing readiness for the new, emptiness, and absolute clarity. A vibrant flower in a vase, representing one strong, living accent of life within a calm, orderly space. A golden thread, representing the unbreakable connection between your thoughts and your manifestations. Record your chosen symbol in your journal using your most beautiful handwriting. This symbol will be the bridge to your next level of transformation. Write down your notes, self-reflection, and anchor. Discover the secrets to nurturing your lifestyle and love style at Wish for Love. The electronic version of all chapters from the full book She Who Awakens by Alina Chamberlain can be found at wishforlove.org.